In today's business landscape, strategy creation goes beyond the traditional models. As businesses grow and environments become more complex, our approach to formulating effective strategies should keep improving. This video explores 5 advanced approaches to strategy creation that have emerged as crucial tools for businesses aiming to navigate uncertainty, complexity, and change. These approaches are the learning, culture-based, political, coaching, and configuration, or situational approaches. First, learning approach, strategy as a process of adaptation. The learning approach emphasizes that strategy formation is an emergent process, shaped by continuous adaptation and learning. Unlike the classic top-down approach, this model suggests that strategy evolves organically through experimentation, incremental improvements, and organizational learning on the ground, not as a deliberate choice. It's particularly useful in complex and rapidly changing environments where flexibility is crucial. Continuous learning and experimentation. This approach encourages strategists to experiment, adapt, and refine strategies based on feedback. It views failure not as a setback but as an opportunity for learning. The ability to adapt to evolving market conditions is seen as the hallmark of a successful organization. That's why being agile is getting more and more popularity among business professionals. Limits. While the learning approach is adaptive, it can be slow and uncertain. Organizations may find themselves in endless cycles of experimentation without ever achieving a clear direction or breakthrough. Benefits. This approach promotes flexibility and resilience. It allows organizations to adapt to unpredictable market shifts and fosters a culture of continuous improvement. 2. Political approach, strategy shaped by power dynamics. The political approach to strategy acknowledges the reality that power dynamics, internal conflicts, and personal agendas often play a role in shaping corporate strategies. Rather than viewing strategy creation as a purely rational process, this approach recognizes the influence of competing interests within and outside the organization. Negotiation and coalition building. Strategists in politically charged environments often need to engage in negotiations, build alliances, and manage conflicts to get their strategies adopted. This is particularly true in large, complex organizations where various stakeholders have conflicting goals. Decision-making in complex environments. The political approach also applies when navigating complex or uncertain situations. Strategy formation becomes a matter of negotiation among powerful players, requiring strong leadership, diplomacy, and the ability to manage competing interests. Limits. This approach can lead to slow decision-making as strategists spend time managing relationships and navigating power struggles rather than focusing on the content of the strategy itself. Benefits. Despite its downsides, the political approach is invaluable in large organizations where strategic decisions often require broad buy-in. Leaders who can master the art of internal negotiation can push through innovative strategies despite resistance. 3. Culture-based approach. Strategy shaped by shared beliefs. The culture-based approach to strategy formation emphasizes the collective understanding within an organization about what it is, what it should become, and how it does business. This approach works well when the organizational culture is strong and consistent, providing a shared framework within which incremental adjustments like launching new products or entering new markets can be made. While this approach fosters alignment and cohesion, it can also create a groupthink and inertia when radical change is necessary. The deeply ingrained beliefs that unite employees can also serve as barriers to adaptation. A classic example is the hotel industry, where it took an outsider, meaning a company like Airbnb, which redefined how the business is done, to disrupt the traditional players. Leadership and decision-making specifics. In companies with autocratic leadership styles, the responsibility for strategy rests heavily on the leader, while others are primarily implementers. If you suddenly would like to change the group dynamics and become a more participative leader, you might be recognized as a weak. Or if you operate within a bureaucratic company, you'll struggle to push brilliant new ideas outside the regular, slow committee sessions. Simply said, shifting such ingrained processes and behaviors is no easy task and often takes time. Limits. While the culture-based approach provides cohesion and consistency, it discourages radical change, which may hinder the company from adapting to external shifts. It focuses heavily on the past, with its stories and heroes, but struggles with forward-looking strategy creation. Benefits. This approach highlights the importance of the collective in strategy formation. It is integral to strategy implementation since organizational culture unites employees and drives them toward common goals. Fourth coaching approach, psychology contribution to strategy creation. The coaching approach has gained traction as organizations recognize that strategy creation is not the sole responsibility of the CEO, rather that senior players might play a crucial role in mentoring the existing champions on the ground. Strategy is increasingly seen as a collaborative effort, where a coach, either an external expert or a leader within the company, facilitates the process. Strategy as a collaborative process. This approach fosters collaboration and creativity, with the coach guiding the strategy team through discussions, brainstorming sessions, and problem-solving exercises. It encourages the involvement of multiple stakeholders, leading to diverse perspectives and innovative solutions. Clarity, alignment, and accountability. The coach helps ensure that all team members are enrolled and aligned with the strategic goals and encourages a sense of ownership over the strategy. This, in turn, enhances accountability and commitment during the implementation phase. Limits. While coaching can be highly effective, it relies on the expertise of the coach and the willingness of the team to engage. It is not a guaranteed solution to strategy problems and, like other approaches, may not work in every situation. Benefits. Coaching can unlock hidden potential within an organization by fostering creativity, alignment, and accountability. It empowers employees to contribute to the strategy process and ensures that strategic initiatives are well supported and agile. 5. Configuration situational approach, adjusting to the context. The configuration approach emphasizes that no single strategy creation method works universally. Instead, the strategist must tailor their approach to the current situation, considering factors like the company's life cycle stage, its internal resources, environmental pressures, and leadership styles. Periods of stability and transformation. Businesses often go through phases of stability punctuated by moments of upheaval. During stable periods, incremental improvements and deliberate strategies may be effective. But when the environment shifts or the company faces new challenges, a more radical reconfiguration of strategy may be needed. Adapting to circumstances. The configuration approach incorporates elements from other strategy models. Entrepreneurial visioning in times of innovation, deliberate planning during growth, and political maneuvering during transitions. The key is knowing when and how to apply each approach depending on the situation. Limits. This approach sounds appealing in theory but can be difficult to implement in practice. Recognizing all the relevant factors and adjusting the organizational structure, leadership style, and strategy formation process in real time can be incredibly complex. Benefits. The configuration approach brings order and structure to strategy creation, helping leaders navigate the different circumstances they may face. It emphasizes the importance of flexibility and adaptability in strategy work. Conclusion. As businesses face ever-increasing complexity, it's clear that no single strategy creation model will suffice. Each of the traditional or advanced approaches discussed, classic, planning, positioning, entrepreneurial, culture-based, learning, political, or coaching, each offers unique insights and tools for navigating different circumstances. The key is to understand when and how to apply each approach, recognizing that strategy work is a dynamic, context-driven process. Whether you're leading an entrepreneurial startup, a growing enterprise, or a complex corporation, these approaches can help you develop robust strategies that adapt to the evolving business landscape.